What is going on, everybody? Sports Expert here, and we do have some breaking news in the MLB. So, yeah, we have a firing. So, managerial firing season is upon us. I wasn't sure how many managers would get fired this cycle. Maybe not a lot, but we do have a firing. And we know Pedro Grifal's fired, but we do have a firing here as David Bell, the Cincinnati Reds manager, has been canned after, I believe it was 7 seasons? 2018 to 2024, I think it was. But Bell is gone. But yeah, before we start the video analysis part of it, please hit the subscribe button for you, the channel, turn on the post notification bell, like the video, comment what you think. We do a lot of baseball content on this channel, especially in the off season. So look out for videos there. So hit the notification bell if you guys are interested. Would appreciate that very much. So yeah, let's get started. As David Bell, you know, the one thing that was interesting about David Bell, he would get ejected a lot. I think he was really known for that. But I mean, this Reds team, there were a couple seasons where they had some fun success, a couple seasons where this team was really fun, and a lot of people enjoyed it around the league. But overall, his tenure really wasn't that ideal. I believe they made the playoffs one or two times. It just wasn't ideal. And I think it was only that one time because last year they had that solid season, but I think they just missed out. So just not a great tenure for David Bell. I think a lot of people were stunned when the Reds retained him out past this season, but I think they wanted to see what he could do with this young team. Maybe, he could rally these guys to the playoffs, and it just didn't happen. They didn't have the adequate pitching this year. There were injuries here and there. Matt McClain being injured didn't help. One of their better young players from 2023. So, but Ellie De La Cruz obviously shined, so that's something to take consideration there. But obviously, that wasn't going to be enough as the Reds, they just couldn't get it done this season. Their offense in the first half was really poor. I think it did pick up a little bit in the second half, but they had a bottom 5 offense in the MLB in the first half of the season, and that's kind of what set them back a bit. And then pitching injuries were here and there. Hunter Greene and Nick Lodolo had their own fair share of injuries, and Lodolo, he just really lost his form towards the end of the season. So that's kind of where it just all went doom and gloom for the Cincinnati Reds. And Nick Krall has seen enough. 7 seasons, 1 playoff appearance. That's all. And the Cincinnati Reds are moving on. Maybe Skip Schumacher could be a candidate for this job. I don't know how many jobs are going to open up. Like I said, the White Sox and Reds are open, but I'm not sure how many options Schumacher will have this offseason. So maybe the Reds are an option here, or maybe he waits another offseason. We'll see. I think the Red Sox job was really interesting with Skip Schumacher, but that ended up not opening as the Red Sox extended him. I think a lot of people were surprised about that when they saw this Red Sox team. This Red Sox team was projected to finish dead last in the AL East by most people. They're not going to be a playoff team this year, but I think a lot of people thought they, rallied a bit more than people thought in the beginning because their opening day starter was Brian Bale. They lost Lucas Giolito to injury. They did have a break, and Garrett Whitlock got injured, but they did have a breakout in Tanner Houck. He did kind of cool down in the second half of the season due to arm fatigue, but now that he's got that 170 inning season under his belt, that should definitely be a step in the right direction for the Red Sox and Tanner Houck. So he'll be an ace there for the foreseeable future. But looking at it, it just wasn't enough for David Bell to keep his job in Cincinnati, and he's probably going to be a bench coach somewhere else next season. I don't think anyone would be interested in him as manager, at least at this time. Maybe he can regain his stock somewhere else, but it's just one of those things where you just got to cut the cord and move on. But David Bell is gone from Cincinnati. Skip Schumacher could be a candidate. There's a couple other guys. Will Venable from the Rangers. He didn't want to take a job last offseason, but maybe the Reds reach out there. We'll see, but who knows? I think the Dodgers third base coach is another option. So I appreciate everyone being here. Sports Expert here. Please hit the subscribe button to the channel once again. Hit the notification bell. Comment what you think. Liking, commenting helps us in the algorithm, helps me, helps the MLB community on YouTube. So yeah, David Bell fired by the Reds. I'm out, guys. Sports Expert here. Peace.